Hello everyone and welcome back to MYST 2021. Today we'll be venturing into the Selenetic age. Where'd my phone go? It's right there. And, Yep, cool. Alrighty, so, first we're going to listen to Aknard and Cirrus again.
Each page I can see you more clearly. Soon, I will be free from this horrid prison, this book. You must visit the one remaining age which you have not. I am confident that it will be clear to you that my brother Aknar is demented. He is guilty. He took advantage of the freedom our father had given us long. Aknar began to gain a twisted pleasure, conquest and destruction. I ask you again. Do not retrieve the blue pages. He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other ages of MYST. I never will escape. To release me, you must simply bring the red page. And I will tell you the story that your wisdom, will see that I am innocent and he is guilty. This forgotten island belongs. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Yuki. Next one.
Oh, my friend. Thank you for bringing the blue pages. Listen. Convinced that Cirrus is guilty. Do not release him. Will destroy me. Just the innocent bystander have been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. Confident you have observed his unbridled lust for riches. For remaining worlds. Some plot. It was almost perfect. A blow to father. He tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I did not murder father. Bring me the remaining blue pages, please. A liar. A fool and a liar. Be freed, or there will. Remaining blue pages from the last age of MYST. I must be freed. He must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me. Blue pages.
Okay. Now it's time to work on Selenetic, so we're gonna move this guy there. 59 volts. But before we do anything else, it's time to read again. Because why not? Selenetic. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think, for some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh, and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I'll try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend to the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a MYST linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land, with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving it an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross, and the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. He's going to make a geothermic power plant. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different than when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Akinar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I know I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on this. Well, and I've decided to. 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although amazingly strong. To be one of my most prized inventions, I am extremely. Could never have imagined it to come together quite as. I doubt could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued, I am so happy to have completely tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Nakanar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And a really nice drawing. So, we have a dish of some kind sending things, and this looks to be some kind of compass. A dial. And then he's obviously modeled on a rocket. And we have this thing that says 15423, which will come in handy. Alrighty. So, yeah. Now we're gonna head over to this shack and go downstairs. Yep. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we want to press. Each of these buttons will give us a different amount of volts, activating certain generators. And we want 59, so we're going to. Gets us 50 and 59. Solve the generator powers puzzle. Gotta love MYST Journey. It's a great website. I highly recommend if you were ever stuck, just using MYST Journey to figure out what it is. There's also other game websites, but MYST Journey is solely MYST games, so it's very easy to know what's going on. All right, so now we head over here. We can hear power transmitting through the lines. We can now open the door. And I head over here. And when we look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to pull this up on my phone because I don't want to look at this the entire time. So we're going to pull it up here. Yeah, that's much better. So 1 is... Yep, and then 2 is 3. 4 is 5 is. There we go. So then we go over here and we mimic those. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, I know it's higher. Okay, this one I'm going to look back at. Okay. Wunderbar. And here we go. Selenetic. And we can actually use the organ in this one. Which is funny because in the other games you can't actually use the organ. Yeah, I think out of all the ages that have been introduced or remade in this version of the game, this is my favorite. So we're going to head over here. And this is the oasis that Atreus was referring to. And we're going to press this button. And grab Akinar's page. Which is... This is a cool thing that I've noticed. These trees have orange leaves, and it's a kind of oasis, similar to how Akinar's age in Myst 4 is a haven. And a very wild one at that, with orange leaves. Man, I love the redoing of this age. This is awesome. Yeah, that's not odd at all. The fact that it's broken there. Can head over to the clock tower. Turn it on as well. Then we're gonna head over here to the crystals. Another parallel with Sirius's age. Spires, crystals, harmonize. Same with these crystals here. Anyway, very nice little age. Seems to have gone somewhere, but now it doesn't. May have just been a port. Yep, and there are the bats. Can't imagine what it smells like in here. Alrighty. So now it's time for the hits. I believe this is the howling. Yeah. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah, that's not it. wants to be in line with this little button up here. Set this to the clock. Got the prisms. The howling. Okay, now we press the button. Crystal, water, air, lava, clock. So crystal, water, so crystal, water, air, lava, clock. Water, air, lava, clock. Crystal, 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 water, air, lava, clock. Also, I like that tower a lot. Crystal, water, air, lava, clock. 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 Crystal, water. Air. Lava. There we go. And this is very reminiscent of what's it called? Jedi Fallen Order? Yeah. There's one of those, one of the worlds has kind of like a very similar idea to this. It's the graveyard, I'm pretty sure. Now we have this massive thing here, which looks freaking sick. Okay, so this will take us down to a maze in the way Energy's Medicaid is based off of sound. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use a solution because I don't want to do that. So we're going to go forward to initiate. Then now we go forward. Now we go to the west, and if we play a sound, it's the same sound, so we can go forward. Well, actually, that's not. Never mind. Now we want to go north. East. And then east again. And now south. And south again. then southwest. Huh. What? How am I at a dead end? I shouldn't be. Okay, so I'm looking northeast, so that's that way. Turning. If I look northwest, there should be a path. If I look north, there should be a path. North is dead end. This is the way I came. If I look southwest, that's the way to go. What? I am genuinely confused. Uh-huh. Is it different for this version? Hold on. Oh. That map's wrong. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so then... yeah, okay, let's go back. And we actually want to go west. If that's open. It's not. Oh, well, wait, hold on. Okay, this one, after this one, should be west. Let's see. I think that's correct. There we go. Yeah, the map I was looking at was wrong. Now I want to go southwest. And then west. southeast. And that's it. I still somewhat despise that puzzle. It's mainly because I didn't have my map. We have more crystals down here as well. We can actually see kind of like an odd frequency-like pattern inside the crystals as well. It's just some kind of wave got frozen, which is really, really cool. And then we have lava. I absolutely love the idea of all of this stuff. It's really, really cool. Okay, so we're going to actually listen to Akinar and Sirius again. The reason why is because we're going to do all the editings in the next episode.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations, you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akinar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named MYST, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akinar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the MYST books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the MYST ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the MYST ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akinar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page, and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves in this library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158. Recreate the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released. And able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be in prison forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
Hello. I'm Akhenaten. I'm glad to see that you have returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. I warn you again. He is a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. It began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of MYST. He hoarded up riches for himself. While father slept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of MYST, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother. I hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of MYST. He burned their forests. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. He completely destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had to warn my father. And when I finally found him, there was Cirrus also talking cleverly with the lying tongue of a serpent. He convinced father that it was I who had destroyed the ages. He convinced father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Cirrus dealt the final blow, he tricked father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he had planned, and his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies. And so, in dying, father imprisoned us both, unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you, what I say is the truth. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father's wrongful murder. Believe me. You must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It is the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf that's in this library. On the far side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Take only the blue page and return it quickly to me. Oh, and do not touch the green book. It is a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
Okay. Thank you guys on YouTube for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and to head over to Twitch and follow us here. Next episode, we will be doing the final endings. Also, check out Discord on the banner. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.